Hi Guy, today I thought we'd have a look at the Everdrive GB. Now I picked this up recently from Retro Towers. There's a link down in the description box below. This cost me $79.99, but sometimes they can vary in price. It depends when you pick them up. I mean, you can possibly get them on eBay, that's entirely up to you. But just quickly going through what it's got listed on the website. It's fully compatible obviously with the original Game Boy. It will run Game Boy Color ROMs as well. Stores ROM sizes up to 8 megabytes. So basically, as well as the official game, if there's any like hacks or extra stuff that have come along in the years, you can jump straight into them. It's fully compatible, basically all the Game Boy systems. It'll do. Well, it does micro SD cards. I've got a 16 gigabyte one in mine. I mean, that cost me a couple of quid. They're absolutely, they cost next to nothing. But it supports up to 32 gigs in size. But then I think the entire Game Boy library is like 100, maybe. It's not even if double that. There's absolutely nothing to it. I think it'll do Game Boy Game Genie cheats as well. Yeah, and it also works with a good old link cable. So well worth picking up. Now, we'll just have a close look at it. As you can see here, I'm on the main menu. When you turn it on, there's nothing fancy. You just get the typical Nintendo logo in the beep, and then it takes you straight to this menu. Now, I've got a few selections down here. I've got a ROMs folder. That EDGB it creates, when you play a save game or stuff, it creates a copy of the ROM file, I think, to run in that folder, and that's where your saves go as well. But I mean, I've just created a best folder. That's just it's nice, very simple menu system. Just press the button. I can see I've got lots and lots. These are what I think are the best games. I'm sure you'll probably disagree with them, but the great thing about it, it's fully compatible with saves. It's got its own battery, so it doesn't actually do. You can't save the game yourself. It's not like some of the other similar sort of cards where you can basically save anywhere. It's restricted to the games, but a lot of these classic Game Boy games, you don't need that anyway. Amazing Penguin, that's a great game. But anyway, let's not get too excited. Let's have a look at a classic, Batman World. Here we go. See, load only, load and start. Basically, load only just dumps it into the memory, but we'll load and start. We'll have a raise. It's erasing the other ROM I launched before. Now, as you can see, so the volume's up, and straight into a game. This was one of my favourite Game Boy games back in the day. You might be looking at that screen thinking, ooh, that's a bit ropey, but this is my modded Game Boy with the super high contrast screen, which is actually, it's an original screen which has been modded, and it's just a lot sharper. It looks better to the eye than it will do on camera. But yeah, as you can basically see there, it's a typical Game Boy game. Now, one of the main problems is there's no like, I'm pressing every button there. You can do your typical reset, select start A and B, and that's it. It doesn't do anything else. To reload the games, you're going to switch it off and then back on. There we go. Anyway, we'll have a look in the ROMs folder. Now, as you can see, I mean, page 1 of 86, I've basically just done a full ROM dump, and then every so often I'll pop the old mini SD card out and put, if I find something decent, into the slot. We'll just pick something at random. But I'll say this is a very handy thing to have. I mean, one of the great things about it is, and one of what I've been doing is going through the Pokemon games. No L and R button, so there's no like full screen skip, I'm afraid. Donkey Kong Land, Doraemon, God's sake, DuckTales, those are classics. Let's go. Load and start. See, that's erasing the previous ROM. And I'm booting into a new one. What an awesome tune. I'm doing rubbish at this straight away. I can't play the game right like this at all. But yeah, that's basically the Everdrive GB. It's an amazing little device. Save you a fortune if you're going after full Game Boy selection. And it's just the fact that you can keep every single game or whatever collection you want in your pocket to hand. Fantastic device. I recommend you get one. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and please look forward to another video soon.